In today's video, I'm going to be answering loads of questions you've been asking in the latest videos of mine. So let's crack on, shall we? Let's get to it. Firstly, I know it's probably a little bit late because we're almost the first week in now, but let me wish you all a Happy New Year. I hope you had a great one. I hope you had a great Christmas. Thank you all for your lovely Christmas wishes and your Happy New Year's and all your messages and comments. I love them all. I really do. Yeah, I hope you all had a cracking Christmas and an awesome New Year. And it's going to be a brilliant year. I think you'll all agree it's going to be a cracking year, 2024. So what are my plans for 2024? Now, been doing YouTube a while, so I'm gonna keep you hooked on that one. I'll answer that one in a little bit after we answer some more, because that is the biggest question I keep getting. So first things first, next question, and these are all from like my mini series that I've just done. I've done the New Forest, Durdle Door, and Lyme Regis. Yeah, so that was a pretty good little tour. It was quite a spur of the moment, and Luke really helped me put that together. That was really quite good. But yes, I've had quite a few questions across them videos and various other videos. But if you haven't seen the little series, then I definitely recommend you go back and watch it. There's a playlist at the end of the video with all them videos there. These questions are in no particular order. What laptop do you use for editing? Now, this laptop here that I've got right now, which I have done editing on, is a Macbook Pro. I believe it's before the M1 came out, so I think it's 2019 model, 2019, something like that. Perfectly good laptop, perfectly good MacBook. Yeah, I can edit on it, no problem. I don't do my editing anymore. Luke does all my editing from the Nomad pair.
Hi, so I thought I'd just jump in here quickly because, as Darren said, I am doing the editing for him now. I'm also using a MacBook Pro. There's a slightly newer one than Darren's. This is the M2 Pro version. It's amazing, cannot fault it one bit. Really good, really quick. Doesn't matter how many different files you throw at it, it can just deal with it. I would say if you are looking at buying a MacBook Pro, I'd probably go for the M1 or newer, because the new chips that they have in them, they are so much quicker than the previous ones. So I'd highly recommend that. And I think the M1 Pros you can get at quite a good price now if you look at a used one, and they're still going to go on for years and years and years. So definitely recommend using a MacBook for editing. The only thing I will say is mine's 14 inch as opposed to Darren's being 16, I believe. And the 14 inch, it is noticeably smaller. It does make a difference. If you've got multiple channels, if you've got all different layers of videos and things like that, it can get a little bit tight. So definitely worth considering what size suits you. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you're going for an editing device, if you want something that's going to do everything you could possibly ever want it to do, then definitely go for a MacBook. But if you are in kind of the first stages of just tweaking, just putting a few clips together, things like that, there's so many different options, which I'll pass back to Darren because he goes through them in a second. But if there's any questions about editing on the road and things like that, put them in the comments below in Darren's video, and between us we will definitely get back to you. But if you think that if there's enough comments and things like that, then I might make a video about working from a van. So yeah, again, put in Darren's comments, let me know if there's a demand, and if there is, then I might make a video myself.
I started editing on a Android tablet, and then on my phone, and then my tablet, and then I went to a Windows laptop. That's one bit of advice I'd give if anyone wants to start editing in that. Don't use a Windows laptop. If you're going to have to go buy something, and this is if you are, you don't have to. You can use your phone, use your tablet. But if you are going to buy something, buy Mac. Mac is editing down to the T. It really is. That's what it's built for. So yeah, don't buy a gaming laptop like I did, because that doesn't work. Next question: will you be putting your urban number plate on the Lander or keeping the Bertie one? No, I will be putting urban on. I just haven't got round to doing it yet. If it looks like it's wobbling a little bit, it is because the wind outside at the moment is so strong. We're having a bit of a can you see that? I don't know if you can see me wobbling, but yeah, it is windy at the moment, very windy. So I will be putting my new number, my private plate on there, urban, on the motorhome. I just haven't got round to doing it yet, but yeah, we'll get to that at some point. Someone put here, how about a cheese tour of the UK, the Netherlands or France? Now, a cheese tour, you are talking my language. You can't beat a nice little bag of cube cheese walking down the street in cheddar. I would love to do a cheese tour. I mean, if there is anywhere out there that you guys have been, if you've been to any particularly cheesy places, no pun intended, like a cheese farm, cheese makers, you've been to a campsite and then there's a cheese farm down the road in this country or abroad in Europe, then yeah, please drop them in the comments below, because I'd definitely like to add them to the list. You guys know how much I love meat, barbecue, chicken wings, bacon and cheese. Cheese is right up on my list. It really is. So yeah, if you've got any places where I could actually go see it being made, then taste it and buy it and all this and that, that would be awesome. But yeah, a cheese tour, now that would be something good to do. Next question is, which is better, a van adapted or a caravanette? Now, I'm not 100% sure of that question. I don't know if that means like a converted van or a caravan. I love caravans, don't get me wrong, but they've got their place and they're pretty static. I wouldn't be carrying one of them around. I wouldn't be driving around in the country with one of them to then do wild camping and all that. I wouldn't be doing that. So I would say a converted van if it was between the option of a converted van and a caravan. If it was between a converted van and a motorhome, obviously I got motorhome, so I'd say motorhome. Darren, will you do another video on your internet system? Yes, I will. I think this got left on one of my old videos. I'm going to be putting the motorhome into Oak Tree later this month to get a aerial put on the roof. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, and then once that's on, I'll do an updated video of the whole system on how I stay connected online whilst travelling around the country and Europe. Next one, which diesel heater do you use and what size, mate? So this again was on an old video about my diesel heater. Now, in the motorhome I'm in right now, in the land yacht, I don't have a diesel heater. I've got the Audi wet central heating, which is amazing, but it runs on LPG. Now, I really do want to get a diesel heater, and that is on my list pretty quick, to be fair. I should have done it before winter got here, but we haven't had the worst of winters, to be fair. But I do want to get a diesel heater put in, and I'll probably get something like a 5 kilowatt in here. I'm going to get it pretty central. I'm going to put it there where I'm going to keep my gas as well. I'll have the wet central heating and I'll have a diesel heater, because then I've got best of both worlds. I'll keep the gas, I've got that to then use, and then I've also got diesel heater to then use as well. So I would definitely recommend anyone that's on the fence about getting a diesel heater to get one. They are amazing. Had one in my last motorhome, perfect. And you never worry about turning them on or anything because you've always got diesel. Can I ask, do you ever stay on sites to top up battery, empty the toilet? How about to fill up your water tank? Yes, I do stay on sites. Probably one every month, every 6 weeks, I suppose. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that a lot more as the year goes on. I want to... It's really getting windy. I want to explore a few more sites over the year. But yeah, they're great to do your admin days. So when you need to empty the toilet, you need to empty the tank, you need to fill up, you want to get some charge in the batteries, you want a real long shower so you can go to the showers on site, and you want to do your laundry because they usually have washing machines. That is the perfect time to do it. So you go to a site, you go on, it might cost you between 15 and 40 quid some sites these days. I'm not going to lie, some of them are pretty expensive. But if you're getting everything done all in one, I mean, I've done that on the Durdle Door site, which I just mentioned about the little trip. So I didn't get my washing done because I didn't do the washing, but I got a nice long shower, I topped up the batteries, I emptied the tanks, refilled the tanks, I then used my deep fat fryer, and then I cleaned the whole deep fat fryer in their wash basins, in their kitchen area, sink area. So it really does, to go to a site, you can get a lot done in one hit. So yeah, I do go to them, and I do recommend you go to them. If you found yourself struggling, would you ever consider knocking on a house door who has a motorhome parked on the drive and ask if you could park on the road near the house? Now, I think this is when I've done a park up, when I was doing a park up video and drive along with me. People saw a motorhome on driveways as I'm driving along. No, I don't think I would do that personally, and I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know. I don't know if that's right, wrong, or not. I mean, obviously in dire need or something, then, you know, yeah, you'd obviously go to someone that's got a motorhome than that hasn't, because they'd be more sympathetic in whatever you was asking. But if I'm just looking for a park up or for whatever reason, and no, I needed to park my motorhome then to sleep the night, I wouldn't knock on someone's door. If, I don't know, for whatever reason I had to park the motorhome and quickly run off and catch a train because my friend's fallen down the stairs or something, and I had to go, you know what I mean, like some real emergency, and you just had to kind of trust a stranger, and you couldn't take the motorhome for whatever reason, I don't know what scenario this is, then maybe I'd knock on a door with someone that had a motorhome on the drive and then say, look, this is some really weird, strange situation. Can I park my motorhome outside? Could you watch it for a couple of hours? Then maybe, but I have got no idea how that, I mean, in the last almost 7 years I've been doing this, I've never come across a situation that I've needed to do that. I've never knocked on someone's door outside there, you know, that's got a motorhome on the driveway and asked for anything. So no, I can't see that ever happening. Darren, if your only option was to live in, let's say, a long wheelbase high top Sprinter with a fixed bed in it, would you still do van life? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I love this life. I love being able to travel, and there are some amazingly built, self-build vans out there. I mean, some of them are incredible. They really are. They've got some amazing designs, and, you know, obviously I've got a lot of room in here, but, you know, Gadget John's one, look at his. He's got everything he needs to carry with him. He carries everything and more. He's got all the storage underneath. He's got his bed. He's got, you know, his kitchen area, his living area. There's so many people out there that've got converted vans, and they've got so much space. You know, Liam the Terrible, he converts vans for a living, and he lives in one. He's got his own, and he's got bags of space in there, and he's got a real good design. There's so many people out there. I could keep going on naming them, but yeah, I would still do van life if I had to go into a converted van. It wouldn't bother me. I'd have to think about a few things, like what am I going to keep, and I need storage, you know. But I might have to downsize my fishing gear a little bit. But yeah, I'd still do van life. Daz, what SatNav do you use? I use the TomTom Go Camper Max. I'll put a link in the description down below. But it's really good. One thing though with it is, by default, it doesn't tell you of charging zones. You have to turn that option on, which I don't know why. Why wouldn't you want it to tell you of a charging zone, like a ULEZ zone or something? By standard, it's turned off, which is really, really stupid. I'd rather it tell me something that's going to charge me than not. But yeah, it's a really good SatNav. It's got me out of a lot of troubles before. It's just below my Apple CarPlay, whatever it is, screen, and that has Google Maps on it. And when you go into the same place, Google does try and take you, because obviously the TomTom knows my size, my weight, and all the specification of my motorhome. So it does take you down safer roads to go down. So yeah, it is really really worth it. And I used it all through Europe, and it's great, and it's got live prices of fuel, and they're all up to date. So yeah, you can find out what you want, where you want, when you need it. Really good SatNav. And yeah, I did pay for that, so I paid for that with my own hard cash. That's not a sponsor or anything like that. I didn't get given that. I bought that just before I went to Europe. So yeah, there'll probably be an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. But it is a genuine recommendation, because I bought it just before I went. I didn't want to get into sticky situations in Europe. Next question. I'm thinking of getting a motorhome to live in full time. What do you do in the winter when it snows? Do you ever get stuck? I've been stuck in the snow a few times in the old motorhome. Oh! I I just pressed record at the right freaking time. Not in this one, touch wood. The winter I find easier to live in than the summer, because the summer, if it's really hot, once, you know, got a nice vision for you now. Once you take your t-shirt off and you've taken your shorts off and you're down to your birthday suit, there is no more you can take off to get cooler. Now the opposite is it's the opposite for winter, you know. You can put more layers on, you can have a nice hot chocolate, you can have a soup, nice dinner, hot water bottle or anything. You can stay warm quite easy in the winter. You just need power. Power is a bit of a problem, but you go to sites or you use one of the cables that Bruce has got, the Juicy Brucey, which is absolutely brilliant. I use it to charge up the motorhome at the EV points, the pod points. And they are absolutely unreal. I'm going to do a video about it shortly, but yeah, it is really good. If you do want to know any more about a Juicy Brucey, then I'll put a link below. And Bruce has given me a £15 off discount code, I think Urban. I'll put all the details in below, but I have done a video on it before, but I'm going to do an updated one. Yeah, being able to plug the motorhome and charge the motorhome from an EV port is game changer, and that cable is absolutely insane. It's really good, really good. Next question. Have you ever had the motorhome weighed to check you're within your payload? Yes, I fully loaded the motorhome, got everything I wanted in, moved in, and then went and checked, and I was 4.7 ton, 4,700 kilos, which still gave me 300 kilos to spare. Now, what are my plans for 2024? Now, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be shooting off to Turkey. I'm going to go and hide away in a little resort and try and write a book or two. That's a bit ambitious, but I'm going to write a book ready for the upcoming festivals and all the Warner talks that I'm going to be doing. So I should hopefully have a book out ready to show you all about van life and park ups and motorhomes and all that. So yeah, I don't want any distractions, so that's what I'm doing shortly. After that, I do be doing a lot of fishing, but they won't be on this channel. But I do ask you guys, if you go to any campsites or you've been to any campsites, you know any campsites that have fishing, but are a great campsite as well, then please drop them in the comments below. I'm not going to fill this channel with fishing because that's what my other channel's for, Urban Hookers Fishing, which I'll put a link to if any of you want to go and subscribe to that. All that will be over there, but that means I get to go to the campsite, experience the campsite, do a review of the campsite, show everyone, see that part of the world, wherever it is, that part of the country. But then I also get to do a couple of days fishing on that site whilst I'm parked there for my other channel. 2 birds, 1 stone. Here we go. You get it? You get it? So yeah, if you've got any recommendations on that, then please do drop them in the comments below. What else are my plans? So I'm going to be I might pop out to Europe in early of the year, just for maybe a month. That's still up in the air at the moment. I am going to go to Scotland this year. I'm going to where am I going? I'm going to Orkney. I'm going to Orkney this year. Then I've got all the Warner talks and a few festivals, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait to do all the Warner talks. I've got a few more talks coming up, a few new talks this year. So I hope to see you all at the Warner shows. Then we've got Campervan Camp Out. That's going to be a brilliant one. That was brilliant last year, and I can't wait for it this year. It's going to be great. We've got a great headline act, but there's going to be loads of links in this video, so I'll drop that in the description below so you can go find that out. Chris Moyles is going to be doing his 90s hangover set, which is gonna be brilliant. I cannot wait for that. It is gonna be really good. Yeah. So got that going on. Then I'm thinking of going to Europe in the later part of the year, to try and find a little bit of snow and do some Christmas markets and just explore all around. So again, if any of you have done any Christmas markets, then drop them in the comments. What ones were the best? Where's best in Christmas time, from like mid-October to December, over in Europe. Where's the best places to go for all that, you know, Christmas feel, festive feel? I know we're getting over all that now, but I've got, you know, I'm planning for the whole year. And then yeah, lots of bits and bobs in between. I've got loads of stuff planned with Oak Tree this year. Going to be doing stuff with the camping and caravanning club, and various other things. Going to be traveling all around the country, seeing lots of things. If there's anything you would like me to see or show or go experience or go and have a look, any campsites, any must-see places, foods, restaurants, animal sanctuaries, fishing, you name it, just drop it in the comments below. And whilst I'm on the comments section, it is on my say New Year's resolutions, it is one of my things this year to really focus more on the comments and trying to reply to you all as best as I can. I get quite snowed under. I do get into work on here, and I get my head into the laptop and things online and whatnot, and then I haven't been replying as much as I should, and I take that fully on board, and that is me, that is my problem, and I fully apologize for that. So please do comment, and I will do my utmost. It is on my list this year to do better, be better, and respond to as many comments across all channels as much as I can. So yes, I'd love to know what you're doing for 2024. Again, like I say, drop it in the comments, because it will be great to know where you're all heading, what you're all thinking, what you're all going to do. I forgot to say I'm going to be doing loads of barbecuing. Can't wait for that to start again. All the barbecue videos, all the actual barbecuing when we're at festivals, when we're gatherings and everything. That's going to be amazing. But yeah, that is me. That is a few questions answered. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I will try and answer them in the comments, or I'll answer them in a video, because I think I might do one of these every couple of months, you know, just to just keep base, answer some of the most popular questions, because as you can see, I can waffle and waffle and waffle, which I'm doing now. Love you all loads. Hope you had a great New Year and Christmas, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye.